Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to the swanky dystopia. We're of course playing some more Oxygen Not Included tonight, and apparently I didn't update my Twitch again because that's how awesome I am. Nevertheless, we're playing some more Oxygen Not Included tonight as we normally do for our Tuesday night live stream, so welcome everyone. There are a few things I want to try to tackle today because there is a new update that's out in the beta branch. It just became available last Thursday, and actually it's coming full live, I think, in the regular version of the game this coming Thursday. So pretty quick turnaround on this latest update. So I'm just quickly updating Twitch here because I apparently forgot to do that. Even though I'd filled in all the boxes, I forgot to hit update, and then I just reset it all because that's how awesome I am. But we're still going to continue playing the same colony. There's some new stuff they've added to the game. If you haven't seen it yet, they have these new transit tubes, and I don't even know where they show up in the research stuff, so I'm going to have to take a peek at that. We might have to rebuild our research stations in order to make use of these things, if I can even find them. What do we got here? Liquid tepidizer. I'm hoping they'll be available in the current version of the game, because we've... historically, whenever they've added new stuff in, we've always gone back and looked at... Oh, there we go. Transit tubes. Yeah, they're here. Okay, perfect. So we have the transit tube access, and the transit tube crossing, which actually gives us these cool little plastic tubes that your duplicants can zip through. They're almost like vacuum tubes, but they're powered by electricity, so they're not technically a vacuum tube, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, it's a cool way for our duplicants to move around, and I kind of want to build them. But we have a bit of a catch. We're going to need oil for that because we have to make plastic. And, of course, we completely failed to get oil last stream because we were too busy dealing with our oxygen levels, which are in an okay position right now, but they're precarious. We're not really doing super good with that just yet. At the end of the last stream, we were busy building this new oxygen chamber up here that we're going to use to pump some cooler oxygen down into our colony. Because the other issue we have is around temperatures. Things are a little warm in here. If it gets too hot, even if we build those plastic tubes, they'll ultimately melt anyway. So, kind of a few things we got to tackle this time around. We're going to be looking at trying to get the temperature under control, the oxygen under control, heading down to the oil layer so we can try to get some oil so we can manufacture some plastics. And then I'd really like to make some of those cool little transit tubes that we can send the duplicants around in. But welcome everyone who's here on the stream, and those of you who might be watching this video after the fact as it goes up on the channel afterwards. Thank you to everyone who's always here early to chat. It's nice to kind of chat a little bit with people before the stream starts. Lots to do. Lots to do. I'm going to try and keep tabs on what's going on both Twitch and YouTube tonight because I'm horrible at keeping an eye on both sets of stream chats, even though it feeds into the one chat. I don't know what it is. I constantly miss the stuff that comes through Twitch. All right, so... Oh, food shortage. Oh, yeah, I forgot. All my plants stifled. Like, all of them, because the temperatures got too high in here. Make sure this thing's making mush bars. It is. I should probably set priority 6 on that to make sure that they actually focus on doing this. So a couple of updates they did in this update, actually. So they've added the transit tubes that let us move duplicants around. Ooh, man. Why have I got gases down here, too? What is going on? Look at that. I got a little too efficient with my oxygen. The CO2 is now not sitting in the little food storage space. So now we've got that issue also as our food spoils, which is going to do wonderful things for our calorie count. I swear, I'm sure I make plans for this stuff in advance, and I'm quite certain I never quite get to any of my plans. At least not quite in the way I entirely planned for it to happen, but that's right. I'll only notice the random comments. That's exactly the way it's going to work. So the tricky part is that, you know, there's so much conversation going and I'm trying to pay attention to the game at the same time, it never quite pans out for me exactly well. Nevertheless, we have some machines here that are getting damaged by heat and a variety of other things. All kinds of problems we had at the end of the last stream. That's right. If I say I don't read Twitch, I'll read Twitch. That's exactly what's going to happen. We're trying to pump out the chlorine out of this space so we can make use of oxygen here. But ultimately, I'm not super worried about the chlorine anymore, I don't think. I think I really just want to get the power going in here. We have a little gap in our wire, so let's just cross that over. Assuming I have... You know what? I think I need to find some metals and stuff. Petroleum generator. Wire. What have we got metal-wise? Wow, we have very little metal. Yeah, so definitely some issues there. So if we get the power connected, that'll give us that. Let's just double-check the liquid. We've got that. Oh, I know why I didn't connect the power there. I don't have the pump yet to take care of the hydrogen that's going to build up in here. So let's do that. Go into our ventilation and grab our gas pump, which again, I'm going to be using some of this metal that we're getting a little low on. I need to destroy some ladder. Destroy some ladder. Make some space. The legends are true. Hi, Webster. Thanks, Brian. I'm glad you enjoy the channel. This is my favorite hobby. I don't really have any others, so I guess this would be it. Oh, this poor, poor colony. Sometimes I feel like I abuse my duplicants just a little bit. Just a little bit. Flooded the chat with other nonsense and I didn't notice it. Yeah, well, that's kind of how it rolls. The trouble, too, is if I read the chat and I can't make heads or tails out of what you're saying, then sometimes I won't say anything at all. So there's that. I made a big mess down here. I should probably mop all this up, although it might be helping a little bit with the heat. Yeah, it is actually a little bit. Maybe I'll leave it there. Trouble is, every time they run through it, they're getting soggy feet, and that's going to help their stress levels. They're not going to help their stress levels, rather. You know what? That's clean water. I'm not even going to mop it. Let's just cancel that. With any luck, we'll just keep building it up down here. It'll flow through the door and down into our little reservoir at the bottom. Slowly, anyway. Slowly. Add? What is add? Add. Don't worry, as your popular grows, the chat will certainly become unreadable. There is that, too, right? So there's that. The benefit of watching smaller YouTube channels is that we can kind of keep up with the chat. It's one of those little things that, you know, oftentimes gets overlooked initially. Okay, so we've got that pumping there. I think I'm going to have to run multiple lines down here. I had a single line going down for hydrogen, I think. But obviously we're going to need to run one for oxygen also, because we're going to be pumping oxygen out of this chamber. I mean, ideally. Don't want to leave it without oxygen. And I actually kind of want to move these pumps up. Now, I've already built them, but I'm going to deconstruct them. Because I'm indecisive. That's exactly how I am. I'm sorry. I can't help it. But we're gonna move those. I'm gonna throw in. Do I have enough stuff here for an automation? I do. Let's throw in a little Atmos sensor here. And we're gonna need a little bit of automation wire. We'll connect that up to our pump so we can set that up for whatever atmosphere we want it to do. Give me a little bit of direct control that doesn't require Duplicant to go in and handle it. Yeah, slow mode might become a little longer. I think I have slow mode enabled now. If I recall correctly, I set it up. So it should be like 10 seconds between messages. So it's not like a long time, but just enough to keep like some of the crazy spam down. Okay, please no. Why is my oxygen room not running? Am I out of power? No, I haven't. Ooh. What's going on here? What's going on here? Something went wrong. Something went wrong. Thank you for catching that. I didn't even notice that. We need to get this primed. Let's send a duplicant up here. Enable building. We need them to run on the treadmill to start the pump, to pump the gas into the generators, to have the generators to provide it to the system. Somebody please run on this thing. Crank that way up. Somebody go run on this thing. I've got a priority 7. You should go run on it. Like, now, preferably. I'm going to flood the whole base with water here while we're at it, too. It's getting most of the way down there. Oh, and then they're letting it all the way down below. Oh, right. That little idea I had of just letting the water flow is not exactly letting it flow. I'm going to swap out one tile here. We'll do a mesh tile right here on the end. That'll let some of it flow that way. Okay, why is nobody running on my treadmill? This makes no sense to me. Battery sufficiently full? No. It's not possible. Generator error. Battery sufficiently full. I wonder if that's a little game bug. Because some of these batteries are empty. What batteries is it referring to as being sufficiently full? There's not even any on this particular circuit. That's not good. So one of the things that we might run into with this being it's just something that's on the beta branch is we might have some little bugs in here that are kind of messing with the way the game plays. And I think right now we've got a little bit of a problem with recognizing battery powers, and that's not good. We could quickly build like a coal generator. Let it flow, oh gosh. The Frozen references. Did I try to turn them on and off again? Yeah, well this one, yeah, it's level 1 IT, right? Level 1 IT solution. Did you turn it off and back on again? There's no wires. Oh, did I break the wires? Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. So if I recall correctly, we were getting some wacky overloads. So I ended up just breaking the wire so that they'd stop repairing it. Thank you for catching that. I totally missed it. Where are... There was my wires. That's why. There's not even a plug on this thing. Oh, there it is. I think. It says it's still connected to something. Alright, we'll go that route. Get some power going on this thing. I wonder why it stopped, though. Suffocating. That's not good. Suffocating in the colony. We might die because everything, all the power shut off. That's great. Fabulous. It'll be a wonderful way to start the stream. Just have everybody die. And then we'll have to go back and reload the save game. No, don't die, colony. We haven't done anything to get any transfer tubes yet. We need to see our guys zipping around our colony in future space AG type tube things. Okay, this isn't working. Why is... let's get some priority on here. I need some priority. Give to me the priorities. Let's get power. Power means oxygen. Oxygen means less death. Theoretically. Come on. A little more. No, why aren't they running on the treadmill? Get on the treadmill. There we go. Well, that's not working. It's trying to supply the whole circuit. Deconstruct. It's messing with me. That's what it's doing. It's determined. Just wants to mess with me. Ooh, my encoder is not working. What's going on here? You let me know if you guys are watching on YouTube. Can you let me know if there's an issue? I don't see. Yeah. It looks like there is a problem with my stream, naturally. Okay, I think I've got the feed going again. If you're watching on YouTube, if you could let me know in the chat whether it's showing or not, that would be great. I don't know what happened. Something happened with my Elgato software. It just kind of stopped pushing the feed. So if it resumes, that's fantastic. We can continue playing the game. If not, I might have a bit of an issue. Keep getting buffer saying I have a problem with the stream. Okay, try. All right, hold on a second. I think we need to try and try refreshing the stream. Yay! Some people are back. Okay, good. Man, I don't know what the deal is. I was just playing away, and suddenly Elgato stopped pushing the stream data, so sorry for that. All right, so I've got people suffocating. Because, I mean, what's a game of oxygen not included without a lot of suffocation going on? We've got low oxygen levels everywhere. I had to break the wire up here because this generator wasn't producing enough power for this pump to run consistently. It's like some days when I play this game, it's a never-ending series of problems, and a race to try to not be dead. You know, because suffocating. All right. I know. No, I'm not using OBS. I'm using Elgato. I don't stream with OBS. Okay, now somebody run on the treadmill. Give me power. Power is life, people. Power is life. There's so much stuff in this colony that needs power. Someone's got to run. They're sleeping. All right, everyone. Somebody go run on the... Somebody's going to suffocate because I have this red alert going. That's the only trouble here. Turn that off quickly. Did we get enough? Okay, now I've got to get a reconnection of power down here. So we got a little bit of gas that's sent. I need that connected back up again. Oh, we kickstarted it. It's just like rolling a car down a hill. Well, not a current car, anyway. Old-timey cars. You know, those old carbureted ones. Not the whole sleep injection thing. I'm gonna... I feel like I should probably turn one of these off, because we've got, like... Our gas levels are not very good in here right now. Oh, now I've got this endless wire breaking problem again, because, you know what? I'm just gonna replace this all with heavy watt wire. I'm so tired of having to fix this all the time. And that didn't work at all. Go me. All right, good times. Let's just deconstruct my power wires. Yeah. Try to break all this stuff down, and we'll replace it with heavy watt wire, and hopefully I won't have to deal with this silly problem anymore. Because it's driving me nuts. Not that I have tons of heavy watt wire to spare, but... Or tons of metal to spare for heavy watt wire, I should say. Oh, there's still one little... Really? There's the tiniest little segment of wire, like right there. Deconstruct power wires. It's killing me. Yeah, the kickstart a full generator. There we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's funny because the I don't know why it would have stopped in the first place. So wacky. Sometimes I find that when you load up a game, it's not really doing exactly what you thought it was at the time you left it. But eventually, you'll see when you place the small wire over the heavy wire, you have to cancel it so it connects to the small wire, and that keeps it from placing the heavy wire. Yeah, good times. This is about to run out of power again because we got 3 full generators running. And if they would hurry up here and get this wire. Okay, he dropped off some iron, but didn't fix it. How about you go fix it? This one generator is not going to produce enough power for our colony. There we go. We have gas again. It's not something you normally celebrate. Bubbly, bubbly, Eno and all that. Okay. Man. All right, so thank you very much for spawning that, by the way, because we would have all just suffocated. That would have been terrible. Freezing up again. Oh, man. The funny thing is, I'm pushing at 7 megabits per second. It should not be having any trouble. So I apologize if you're having some little hang-ups there. If you start seeing a lot of buffering and stuff, you might consider lowering the quality. I'm streaming at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Sometimes that causes some issues for some people. It's not good. It's not a good. All right, what do I want to use for the oxygen here? I guess this one can go for our fancy hydrogen destruction. We'll send that down there. Hopefully this doesn't all back up. I don't think it will, but hopefully not. Looks fine to you. Excellent. Fantastic. That's working for some people. Now they like inconsistent results to make the day feel great. Let's strip out some metal here. No, I didn't want that much. I don't want that much. I just want that much. Food shortage. We're going to keep getting that food shortage notice, sadly. Ooh, we got stuff growing down here. A little bit of plant action going on. Some stuff sprouting up here. What's our temperature looking like? Oh, yeah. Looks great. Fabulous. Amazing. Not so much. What are you going to do? That food notice thing's gonna get irritating, but hopefully that'll kind of resolve itself soon, and we'll get that all taken care of. I'm gonna throw a little block right here just to do a lazy man's fix to get the water to drain down into here where I want it. I'm actually surprised there's that much clean water. What is that leaking out of? I guess it must have come from up here somehow. Oh, when I broke all the piping, I bet. That's probably what it was. That's probably what it was. I have this door here for unknown reasons. Why did I put that door there? Does anyone remember? Oh, it was the car trying to trap the gases up there. That's right. That's what it was for. Okay, so we're going to need a second gas pipe here. Where's our ventilation? Gas pipe. Okay. This one here is pumping chlorine. It should be done soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to run the ventilation pipe for it so that it's ready to go. We'll use a little bridge right here. And then we're going to build, like, right down here. We're going to go all the way down the little fire escape line there, down over this way. This is going to be a long way for the oxygen to travel. It'd be nice if it cooled down on the way. That'd be good. Holy, that's a long way to pump some gas. Okay. Like so. I think probably what I'll end up doing is I'll take the... how many pumps have we got in here right now? We have 2 running in here already. There's wrong element damage. Yeah, I know. We're getting little bits of oxygen in here because I haven't been paying a super lot of attention to this. I kind of want to. You know what? I should probably set this really high for now. Let the gases build up. One of these days, I'll get around to putting a filter on this thing. Maybe. Rude comments have been banned. Good times. All right, if we can get that oxygen going, it'll be nice. Particularly since the temperature up here is a little bit better. I mean, it's not great. Things are still a little bit warmer up here than I would like because the building materials that I used were pretty warm, and this gas pump is producing heat too. Actually, all this chlorine that's in here is surprisingly warm. The oxygen's at a good temperature. The chlorine, not so much. I want all this chlorine to go away, but it's not going away very quickly. I don't think there's more chlorine getting in here anywhere, unless it's coming in each time they come in through the door, but there's enough there that it's being a bit of a pain. The filter would work better, yes. The tricky part with the filter is it just takes so much extra power. So much extra power. I was kind of trying to limit the amount of extra power consumption there because we're already kind of balancing on a little precarious spot there. Why do we have gas in here? There's a fair concentration of gas in there, too. How did that get in there? Oh, when they were opening the door to fix the wire. That's what it is. Me am smart. Still got some... Whoa. Didn't mean to hit that button. What do we got going on here? We still got Suffocation Nation happening here. The concentrations of O2 in here are a little low. It is climbing a little bit. Slowly. Very slowly. Very slowly. You did one push-up and you're ready for a nap. Yeah, me too. Ugh, too much work. Alright, let's help things out a little bit. There's a little bit of algae right here we can snag. That'll kind of prime our oxygen setup just a little bit. Those things will run just enough to give us a little boost. We probably have some down here we can snag too. Give me some of this and some of that. Little bits of algae. That'll help with the oxygen generation. Then maybe they won't suffocate while we're setting up the other room. Trying some new push-ups. So lay on your back and push your hands up. You can do about 1,000 before it gets tired. Yeah, it's a little hard on the shoulders, that one, sometimes. All that air lifting. This thing's pumping like crazy, but we got a bit of a vacuum around the pump. Little bits of chlorine, 29 micrograms. Very, very small amount of chlorine in here now. There's not really that much more for it to move out of here. Just little bits. If it could just get rid of what's in here, then that might actually help our temperature a bit, because the vacuum doesn't really have a temperature. Not too much anyway. It's funny how the dirty water emptier has untouched pockets of O2. The dirty water emptier. Where's that? Oh, down here. This one, you mean? That dirty water emptier? Or this one over here? If you're talking about this one, it's because it drained down from above. Now we've got it just sort of dripping down into here, so it kind of, well, collects where we're actually going to make use of it. They end up lifting cat if you tried laying on the floor to exercise. Yeah, because they like to pile on top of you as soon as you lie down, right? That's cats for you. Rotten cats. Yeah, stuff is so warm here. I'm of the conclusion that these Weezeworts are accomplishing nothing for me up here. So, I think instead, let's make use of them somewhere where they might actually provide some benefit. I'm going to take some airflow tile. We'll put one there. We'll stick one over here. And we'll build ourselves some flower pots on here. Man, look at that decor. Good times. Where else is the heat worst in here? We could put a flower pot here, but I don't think it'll grow because of the picture. Maybe we'll put another flower pot over here. I kind of want to. I need to cool down the area by the plants in particular, because they're just too warm. So I'll stick another one there, maybe. See how that goes. Please get a new colony member and name him Hat when oxygen is better. We'll see. We've already have 15 duplicants. I'm having enough trouble keeping them alive as it is right now. And ultimately, the place we really want to get to is the oil that's down here so we can make some plastics. Oh, look at this. We got our own little water airlock down here. Like a 2-layer one. We got fresh water on top of polluted water. So we could actually fill this whole chamber down here with oxygen and it would stay sealed in. Oh, I forgot I had somebody running down here to try to drain all this out. Hydrogen. Small amounts of hydrogen in there. In this room we have... Do we have a vacuum in this space yet? No. Very small amounts of hydrogen here, too. This is Kazi's bed. We set this up last time. Gave him his own little special room, like way down in the middle of nowhere. The depths of the dungeon down near the intense heat. We never got quite around got to getting him some oxygen supplied on there. I guess we should do something around that, too, at some point. Yeah, I kind of need everything right now. I need food, I need heat control, I need oxygen. We're sort of trending right around 4,100 kilocalories, but let's uproot these. Actually, and we'll go copy settings and tell it to plant these. And then I'll uproot this one. The duplicate in the hydro room is going to come back sounding like Alvin the Chipmunk. Yeah. Oh, hello, Ilya Star. Welcome to the stream. 90 minutes worth of MRI's done. That could take a while, I guess. Yeah. Feel like that would be a bit of a drag. Hope everything went okay. Look at this. Even these, like, near-frozen storage compactors down here. They do nothing to cool the area around them so much. Alright, this will help tiny bits with the temperature, but not fantastic amounts. We have one more to uproot yet. Flower pot. What are we missing for this thing? No seed of... Oh, just the seed. 50 versus 50 stream. Well, welcome to this stream. Never got around to giving him oxygen. Well, he's not really sleeping down there so much. Well, or AC. I actually don't remember. He's not in his room, so... I don't think we had him sleeping down there. Maybe not. I think the plan was to send some polluted oxygen in here, because there's... Wow, 29 point some odd kilograms. Very toxic polluted oxygen. If we could send some of that in here, we could clean it up with like an air freshener. Except the stuff that's in here, I don't think we can break down. I can't select this one tile. There we go. Let's dig that up. And is that enough room for the air deodorizer, I wonder? It looks like it might be. We'll put a deodorizer in there. We'll let some polluted oxygen in, and he'll get like overpressurized. His ears will pop. It's like 29 kilograms. It's crazy. It actually will probably end up forcing itself all the way up this tunnel. Heat is a bit of a problem. Yeah, we have lots of heat, lots of heat in our colony here going on. Now these weezeworts are helping to cool down the immediate area around them, but it's not really doing a ton. You know, it's really the air we've got to cool. Things are on the warm side. We want them to be more on the temperate side. It's better conditions for growing. So we do have plants down here that are growing good still. We have dust cap that's growing. So we do have some food supply, and then a little bit of that's like being done in the microbe musher, but it's not really ideal. And we need to generate more heat because we have to put some research back into play here. We've got to check out the new items that we can make. So yeah, it's good times. I need to dig up some more iron. I'm gonna put a research station down there, right next to the Wheezewort. That if they'll ever get around to digging this thing up. Oh, they can't reach it. I kind of forgot about that. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna cheat this a little bit. We'll build a ladder up here. We'll throw a door in here. Well, I guess after they get a ladder, I'll have to break the wall. Dropping him some push-ups. You don't want to see me do push-ups. It's more like sleeping for me. What does the ice block do? I don't know, actually. I didn't see them play around with the ice block. I only had a little bit of time to watch the stream that Clay did last Thursday, where they were kind of showing the items, and I haven't done any time to play around with this at all in experimental mode, in debug mode or whatever, just to see what it would do. Maybe it's good for cooling stuff. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. We go in here. We'll grab our door. Stick that in there, and then we'll be able to reach this thing. So there's a plastic tile, transit tube. I don't even know where the ice block is, to be honest with you. Metal tile. What if it's in the food area? Nope. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's just we make a tile, but out of ice? Obsidian. I don't see ice as an option in here. I mean, I don't even know. Maybe it's not available in the game just yet. I knew they added like a new recipe. And they added the transit tubes and stuff. I should check the patch notes right before stream. That would be a good idea. Any tips for food? You always die of starvation. Lots and lots of mealwood. Oh, look at that! We have a mealwood plant that got to the right temperature. So small area of moderate temperature around this Wheezewort. These poor guys. They must be sweating right through their underwear while they just decor and reduces stress. Must be sculpted by a duplicant. Let's try the ice block. I'm kind of curious what will happen. We'll put it over here, because I just want to see what it'll do. I want to see what they carve it into, also. Waiting material delivery. Ice, 400 kilograms. That's a lot of kilograms of ice. I guess I should tell them to mine some. They'll have to come way up here to get it, though. What's all this? Polluted ice. There's some regular ice. All right, so there's a fair amount of ice sitting on the ground. They could probably... Oh, man, we got tons of kilograms of ice. Okay, they can go pick that up. That's good. That's good. That's good. How's this doing? Micrograms of oxygen. This is all oxygen. Oxygen. I'm not seeing chlorine in here anymore. I think we finally got rid of the chlorine that was in this space, so that's good. Temperature's still a little on the warm side, which isn't great. Considering it's a budding, like, this tile here that's like super cold now. Well, it's like 6 degrees. Just not getting the benefit out of it I wanted to. All right, let's make sure we have a power connection. Where is that wire? There we go. We're gonna need a power connection here. Oh, right. I wanted to do... Oh, gosh. Some days I'm just so derpy. I wanted to do my electrolyzers up here on these platforms as well. I need insulated plumbing because this is hot water. Like so. We'll need some wire. Like so. We'll send one all the way up here. There we go. Now we get that pretty much operational, and then the only thing we'll need to do is figure out what we're going to do with the oxygen that we're pumping out of here. So right now I'm still just venting stuff out of this space. But not much. Try the ice block. Cools down the area, and it's on the same time as a flower pot. Yeah, I did throw an ice block down there, so I'm curious to see what they'll make with it. Because they carve it. There they go. There's the ice block. Somebody carved that thing. It's an incomplete artwork, apparently. I wonder if they'll make like a swan or something out of it. I really want to see what they make. So how do I like getting over it? That game is, that is hands down the most frustrating game I've ever played. It's like, yeah, crazy. You should do a collab with Dragast. Oh, look! Oh, isn't that awesome? He carved it into a hatch. That's sweet. I wonder if they do more than one sculpture, or if it's like this thing where it only has the one type. But that looks wicked. It's quaint. That's not even the masterwork. Oh, no, that one's quaint also. Oh. Well, maybe the sculptures only become quaint. I wouldn't... It would be funny doing a collaboration with Dragast, but I'm kind of a tiny channel relative to him. I don't see that happening anytime in the near future. I am going to play some more Getting Over It. I just have to get over it a little bit first. That game's really frustrating. Let's see what that does temperature-wise. I mean, it's not doing a lot to cool the temperature around it. I don't know if it's just supposed to be a decor thing or if it will actually alter the temperature of things. I'm kind of curious to see. But let's check out the new research. There should be somewhere in here. There's the duplicant traffic control. No, that's just the normal door. There it is, transit tubes. All right, we're gonna need the supercomputer here too, which I didn't build yet. So we have that. Okay, supercomputer can go over here, I guess. Supercomputer to the rescue! We'll put it right next to this nice cold statue and see what happens. I want to see if over time, if that statue is going to cool things. I mean, it says it's a decoration. It adds decor. It's made of ice, so I feel like it should be cooling the area around it a bit, but I don't know if it is or not. Hard to tell. Maybe we need to make a whole bunch of them, and then we'll see if the effect happens. Yeah, if it just warms up and melts. That would be okay, too, because then we'd end up with water. I have uses for water. What's with the random water flows? Oh, yeah. There was just some stuff draining down from above, and I decided, you know what? I could use some fresh water. And the water that's here is actually kind of cooling the machinery that's sitting all on this floor. So the duplicates are getting stressed now. They're like 45%. Because they're going to cold areas, they're getting sopping feet and stuff. It's not great. But then the water that's here is just draining all the way down, and it's landing in this little area. So it's actually refilling the water that I use for my food. So right now it's just this weird little waterfall thing that I haven't bothered dealing with. Okay, our oxygen from the generator up top, we're going to need to send somewhere. Let's try sending it into here. Throw a gas vent in there. So that is the oxygen flow, which I just have to finish connecting with a bridge after we destroy that little vent. Hydrogen will all come down here. That gets taken care of. So then we have this double flow of oxygen out of here. This vent here I could probably deconstruct once that starts running. And then what else will we need here? Poor little duplicants. Ooh, there's hydrogen in here. Somehow we got hydrogen in here. I think you have ice in your storage and it's melting. Oh, that would be good. Well, I did have some in here, but I got rid of it. It didn't do a whole lot of melting when I dumped it, but it's actually I think it came from whoops. Ooh, a little bit of lag there. I had a liquid pipe going up here and I broke part of it, and it ended up like running down here and overflowing, and because it piled up here and then it fell down the door, and some of it went left and some went right, and it spread all over the place. Should use some more storage. Yeah, well, I had a whole ton of them built, but then I filled them all up. Now I need more. Maybe we can put some... No, there's actually no room there. I don't have a ladder there. You know what? I'll put some more storage down here. Some of the quality of life improvements they made in this are supposed to help with the general game performance, too. It still seems a little bit sluggish, even though this colony is not that huge. So I'm curious to see if over time that improves. Hi, Dale Friendly. Welcome to the stream. Hydrogen pressure is too high in the first oxygen room. Is it? Yeah, it's getting up there. Ooh, gosh, yeah. Burn it out of there. It's not even that the pressure is necessarily that high. It's around 1,000. I guess that's pretty high. So maybe set this even lower. Pump that out. That'll generate some power for us. Sadly, this is not going to run constantly. Need to tweak my first oxygen room again. Yeah, this whole thing needs tweaking. I should make it a taller chamber, and then we won't have this issue with the gases. I kind of started digging in here to do that, and then I got distracted with just building a whole second room because I wanted to benefit from some of the cold that was up there. I made QOI improvements, but counteracted them with adding lots of data collection to the preview branch. Oh, yeah, so much for that again, or QL, I guess. Yeah, because it's definitely still sluggish. I'm not seeing improved performance right there. They did show that, like, for some of the like really large colonies, it was supposed to make a big deal, but I don't know. Not in mine. Not yet, anyway. Is all the fuss really worth saving 120 watts? I don't know at this point. Originally, I thought so, but now it's just been kind of a pain in the backside. The trouble is, I gotta get somebody in here to build something reasonable for them to work with. Okay, so no, this has got to go above. It can't go below. All right, so looking at our ventilation in here, this is the most convoluted oxygen room I've ever made. If we go in here and grab our gas vent and set it in here. Can I even connect a gas pipe bridge right onto this thing? We shall see. I cannot. I can put one there, though. Man, this is going to be ugly. All right. We can go this way. We can go that way. Any oxygen can go into here. God, what a mess. Messy. This game's cool. You like your videos. Thanks, Double Nuts. And that is a strange name. Some oxygen coming from the top of your hydrogen machine. I know. Not at the moment there's not, but there has been. We've been catching a little bit of it. Hasn't been crazy amounts, but it doesn't have to do damage, and that's a problem. So when they get this thing built, there we go. Now we can get out of this view. Oh, right, I need power. Power. Oh, right. We used heavy watt in here, didn't we? This is like the ultimate ugly room in here. Okay, I need to deconstruct gas pipes there. like so. One little connection there so we can get the hydrogen out of this pipe, and then we're good to go. Finally. Well, cat is the way the mice will play. Don't be naughty. Please mop up all the water. Everyone is really stressed. No, not everyone. James Crenshaw is stressed. Poor James. He's feeling abused. 4.7% degrees Celsius. This thing's gonna melt soon. Yeah, the frames per second are suffering from oxygen deprivation. We don't have enough oxygen to be able to run the game. Duplicates are dying. This needs to be set to hydrogen. All right. And we just let's let this thing go. Just let it go. Connect to that. The hydrogen generator is connected to the oxygen coming up for some reason. Wait, I don't understand what you mean. Ooh. Oh, this pump is on. Yeah. Oh, drat. That's going to be a problem. Actually, we want to go like this if it's above that. It's always something. There's a whole line of oxygen down there now. Look at all that wonderful oxygen. Gas pipe, 1,000 grams of oxygen. 24 degrees. An ideal temperature. Taking oxygen out of the room into this space. Man, alright. Let's get this all taken care of so we finally have this going. I'm just incompetent tonight. Don't say it. I know you're going to say it. It's every night. Yeah, I'm super observant sometimes. There we go. I will point out I've never claimed to be the best at the game. I just have fun with it. Okay, somebody finish this thing. Got some nice breathable oxygen up here now. Look at that. Even up here. We oxygenated the whole room up here. So if the duplicates start to really suffer, they can just head on down. Or head on up, I guess. They'll climb up here. They'll get some good oxygen. They'll be good to go. Which actually trapped a lot of chlorine down here. We have oxygen down below here and chlorine up here. That's weird. Alright, whatever. Whatevs. Yeah, that's right. SMRT. That's... You got it. Spaghetti. Tonight what, Iliastar? Tonight for the oxygen, or... Oh, I see what you mean. Tonight for the observant. Haha. See, I wasn't even observant enough to notice the comment. I'm on a roll. On a roll. Alright. So that is pumping oxygen now. It's all flowing down here. It's going to hit this vent. We're going to get a nice big burst of oxygen. Over here, we can get rid of... We can deconstruct this vent. The oxygen coming here should be at a nice, balmy, like 25 degrees or so. Hopefully that'll start to correct the temperature here really fast. We'll get a nice boost on our food production again. Let's see, where's our oxygen flow over here? This is moving a bit more oxygen into this space. We still have good oxygen flow here. Oh yeah, I forgot I was pumping CO2 in there. All right, so we've got another flow of oxygen, and this one hopefully will start to help to even out the temperature a bit. And then we got to deal with this room, because this is a hot mess. All pun intended. What I should do is super cool another gas and put it in a room with the thermal regulators to try to keep them cool. As long as I get the temperature moderate around the plants so that they can start to grow again. Oxygen at 29.2. Then that's my primary concern, really. Because we need that food. I'm trying to feed you guys mush bars. Stinks. How more smarter are you? Well, here's the thing. When I play the game, it's a little different when I'm trying to stream because I'm paying attention to the chat, trying to play around with the game. So I confess, I tend to make a lot of little mistakes when I'm streaming, but kept singing the jingle every time he did something dumb. Oxygen for the top room is going through an insulated pipes going through a lot of hot areas on the way down. Yeah, but it's not, you know what, these pipes don't really pick up all that much heat on the way down. Like, you're right, it is definitely flowing through some hot areas, but then it's coming out down here, and if we can find the pipe here, it's at 27.5 degrees in here. That's a pretty decent temperature. 28, 27, 28. So it's kind of hovering in that same range, which is helping to cool the temperature right here. 29.9. We're still hovering right around that warm mark, though. It would do to have it do a little bit cooler, I guess. Just pre-cooking the food, yeah. Food. What's the second best insulator other than Abyssallite? Oh gosh, I don't know. You got me. Obsidian's thermally reactive. Slow heating. Insulator. Well, actually, it actually labels them as insulators now. Thermally reactive. Thermally reactive. I don't know. Maybe granite? Sedimentary rock? I don't know. I've never paid attention to what exactly the best materials are for everything. You can loop the oxygen through the cold area for a couple seconds, then loop it back down. Yeah, but it doesn't really seem to, like, it doesn't pick up a lot of temperature change. You know, like if we send it through here, we'd basically just be spending a bunch of effort putting pipes in. But what's going on here? Why is this not moving? Oh right. Okay, so I need to actually set up another generator here in yet another hot climate, because that'll be good. You know what? Actually, let me set one up in a cold climate, because I can't actually send the hydrogen all the way down there. It's going to be a problem. That generator down there is having enough trouble keeping up with the one room. If we add a second one in, then we're gonna have a big issue. We don't have much of a power grid here. All right, let's go ahead and we'll create something I don't have the materials for. Good times. I need more metal. More metal. Give me the metals. Pick that up. We got all this metal in here I can grab, I guess. Give me that metal. And give me some of this metal. Actually, this is all open to the same atmosphere. Oh, no, actually, no, this one's... Oh, this one's a vacuum. Nice, I can dig into that. We can dig it. All right, that'll give me some metal. Have I finished the research now? Ooh, no, I haven't. I didn't even start it. So we've got this second one here. That's interesting. Insufficient resource water, 10 kilograms. Oh, look at that. I burned out all my water again. What's going on here? This thing is chewing through water like crazy. It's just not enough of it. Let's throw a ladder up here. Oops. Might as well grab some algae on the way through, too. And all this. We're gonna need to clean more water. I ran out of water again. The funny thing is we have this infinite supply of it over here. It just happens to be really hot. I wonder where I can send that we can make use of it. I kind of want to hurry up and get to the oil, so I'm just trying to get enough that my duplicants will survive because they'll have food production. Oxygen will keep them going. If I can get to that state, then I want to go on the hunt for oil, because I really want to make some of those funny new plastic tubes that they made. Never seen the tubes or oil or anything else. It's like a never-ending race to try to keep this stuff going. Okay, so we have one good suit there. I guess we can try and... I feel like I should build another suit thing and then send them down here somewhere. But where am I going to send the oil when we get it? Because to make plastic produces a crazy ton of heat, and we already have heat problems. Pause this thing, it works a little better. I mean, I could try to take the oil all the way up to the cold biome and make plastics up there. But that's a really long way to pipe the oil. Plus, it has to go all the way past my colony, so I'm not sure how I'm going to manage that. Bring water near that freezing machine and use the hydrogen. Yeah, I did. The trouble is the pipes and stuff burst up there. So even just in the time frame that I sent a little bit of water up there, I think we actually had a few pipes burst. There's that hydrogen thingy. I wish I had a cold biome that was down here somewhere. I should probably go look for one. Because there's all this space over here that we haven't discovered yet. Now, it's entirely possible we're just going to find more swamp biome, but I kind of want to go exploring out there and just see if we can find another cold biome. We'll send someone out into the disgusting unknown here. But I probably should do something at least moderately responsible and put a little airlock in here. Not gonna do anything fancy. We'll just do the little triple door airlock, and we'll throw some blocks on top of it. Oh, come on. Throw some blocks underneath it. And then we'll need some air deodorizers in here too, because this is gonna be stinky. There we go. Just biding your time, waiting for the right moment. For what? Oh, because it's quiet in Twitch. I get it. I get it. Twitch is always more quiet than YouTube, though. Mind you, there's, man, I can't even scroll here. Hold on. 219 people on YouTube and only 22 on Twitch. Slightly disproportionate. Is there a mention of some Fortnite after Oni? I haven't mentioned it, but I am actually going to be playing some Fortnite after Oni. My buddy Kazi is going to be playing some Fortnite after this, so I'm actually going to jump over to his channel after the Oxygen Not Included stream ends. I'm going to play a little bit of Fortnite with him. And if somebody can maybe throw the link to Kazi's channel up in the chat there, then people will know where that is too. I really hope there's a cold biome over here, because it would be really handy to try to control the oil. Not that I have any yet, but when we get it, it'll be really handy. Almost a full minute of silence on YouTube. Hey, look at all this oxygen we have now. Mind you, I have the algae deoxidizers running too, so we've got an overabundance of oxygen being produced now. Alright, let's find some oil. Should I send them down? I guess they're going to want these suits, I think, so... In the meantime, well, I'm hunting for another biome. Another cold biome. Let's send a ladder down here. I can use the metal that's down here anyway. We'll go like that, and then when they can gather up some of this metal, and actually I should send them in here to get a whole bunch. Then we can also have them build a fire pole. 5,000. That's going to take 100 for this, so we can do it. Got enough for like 50 here. Be another super fire pole. And I used up all the metal. Go me. No advertising Nightbot. It's different because I'm heading over there to play, so it's not quite the same. You know, Kazi should have Nightbot insult each other in verse. Fight each other. My Nightbot against his Nightbot. Helping me add viewership. All right, this is, man, that thing's at full capacity. Oh gosh, this stinks. Who's suffocating now? Oh, it's the people down in Kazi's room. Imagine that. I really should get some oxygen production going on down here. 30 kilograms of polluted oxygen in here. If I could tap into that and clean it, and then actually release it, that would be very helpful. I could build a little ladder here. How strong is the 1,000 grams of hydrogen here? If I cut that loose, we're gonna end up with hydrogen in the base. Oh, you know what? Cancel this. I can actually get at this differently. Just by digging straight across, I guess. Like so. Make a room above the bedroom? Yeah. So I'm almost going to have to, like, send it into a room to clean it, to then send it out of the clean room down for them to, like, breathe down here. I don't know. I don't know how much effort. We put so much effort into this already. Just so we can torture Kazi's character. To send him, like, way down into the depths of the colony. Down where everything's hot and gross and uncomfortable. We're such good friends. And I'm spilling water down here now. Okay, so oxygen is no longer an issue. How's our temperature doing? Oh my god, temperature still sucks. This thing's actually overpressurized now. I can't even get the oxygen out of it. Let's disable these. That was already disabled. Okay. So they turned those off. I think we're getting plenty of oxygen now between the two rooms, I would imagine. This is all overpressurized, so I can't even move in the oxygen that's a more moderate temperature. Still, we have heating issues. Hey, Fox, shout out from Korea here. South, obviously. Finally get to see your live stream, love your videos. And I use them to lull me to sleep sometimes. Your voice is awesome. Thank you so much. Well, thanks, Hannah-Lee. I'm glad you enjoy the channel and the streams. Getting more food, though. Yeah! All of 17,000. Yeah, so, like, this top row, the temperature is gradually adjusting. It's just not adjusting as quickly as I would like it to. But I guess if it adjusted too fast, then that would mean the air I'm sending down there's probably too cold. It would swing the other way. Yeah, the plants don't die, so that's good. Or they didn't die, anyway. They just had growth halted because of the temperature. So they'll produce food now. They're actually finally getting back to a reasonable temperature. So that's good. So, like, oh, yeah. Sorry. Set some storage on here. Whoop. Oh, come on. Copy settings. We'll paste that over here. That'll give me all my fancy little storage things ready to go. Ooh, that was a little laggy. Snack/drink run. Bring me a snack, too. I'm kind of hungry. If your loved one has been diagnosed with what? Maybe entitled to financial compensation. Good old TV commercials. Notice anything listing from your Twitch existence? I thought you were already set up for moderator, Dragon. Durgan. There you go. All right. Did they start digging down here? Oh, we started building the fire pole. And he did start digging a little far. It's funny how much faster it moves when you pause the game. Digging through some abyssalite here. We'll soon be into this crazy room here. So I should probably consider having a little mechanized airlock here. I'm going to try and clean the air that comes out of here as much as possible before I release it into the base. This will almost be, it's like 30-some odd kilograms though. Like, it's a huge amount of air. If we can actually clean it, that's a pretty big supply. Yeah, congrats for your promotion. Oh, huge lag spike. Ah, man, I'm getting like the weirdest, problems with the feed in YouTube tonight. Apologies for anyone who might be getting a bad feed out of YouTube. I don't know what the problem is tonight. I'm streaming at the same normal settings that I have been using for ages, and I'm getting some bad stream notices. So I don't know if it's my internet connection to YouTube or if it's YouTube just being funky. But did the ice block do anything? I don't think it did. It wasn't cooling the area around it. Let's go take a look at it. It might have melted by now. Oh, it melted. Well, I guess it did something. It made a puddle. It cooled the whole main floor here. Let's just mop that up. It didn't really, actually, it didn't really do anything. It didn't really even cool anything down in here. Everything's still relatively warm. We're getting some moderate temperatures here now from these Wheezeworts, so if anything, I should probably go dig out another one of those. Twitch is also behind for you. I don't know. Okay, so maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's my internet tonight. I don't know what the deal is. Might have just too much on the go right now. All right, so we have a Wheezewort here, but I don't think I can... Can I even get to that thing? I guess I can. If we dig in here... And then up here. And then let them dig down here like a little ladder. Ooh, no, I don't want to do it all the way down because then they'll fall. Like so. And then we can have them dig across here. Like that. And we'll get them to dig up this wheezewort that's over here. With the fourth wheezewort in the colony, we might actually start to get some decent temperatures. Oh, yeah. This one. One of these days, I'm going to remember to do something before it actually becomes a problem. Where can I set up a power generator? I think I can do one like right here. No, it's too tall. Oh boy. You know what? I could probably just stick it right up top here. Let's do power hydrogen generator, make it out of gold. We'll stick it right here. I need to redirect my hydrogen flow. Up to here. Where's my gas? I got the gas. Oh. Oh, crud. Yep, didn't know that was there. Totally forgot about that. Okay, that's good. That'll actually save me some piping. We'll go ventilation like this. I can break off the ventilation that's here because I'm not really worried about sending hydrogen up to that hydrogen cooling thingamajigger anymore. Let's get rid of those gas pipes. This needs to be connected to the power to feed everything else. And this thing needs to go off because I can't keep pumping hydrogen in this room. Except I can't pick anything. Come on. Disable building, disable building, disable building. I've effectively made a good hydrogen room. Cryptic stress. Ooh, 88%. James. Do I not have a massage table? I thought I did. I thought I had a massage table, but you know what? I may not have needed one until now. Man, I don't normally let stress get that high. That's crazy. All right, let's give a massage table down here so that they have something and de-stress with a little bit. Go like so, throw a little power on it. There we go. 88%, 86%. So it goes down even just by them going to sleep because they're sleeping in such good conditions, but now you're stressed about my stress. We'll get it fixed. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, they did make a lot of updates to the game. It's changed a lot over time. So when I first started playing, it was relatively basic. There were a few things that were like a real challenge in terms of well, water in particular. There was like a super low supply of water, so you had to be like really conservative with it. There we go. But now there's, I mean, it's so different now, particularly with the geysers. How are they doing with this little tunnel down here? I've got only one per, you know what? I need to get some more thimbleweed. I thought I sent somebody to get some of that. Deliver exosuit. Did we produce the second one? I don't even remember. Oh, we did. Yeah. All right. We might have enough thimbleweed to make a third one. Do I have a third bay down here? No, I don't. Let's do another bay down here. Exosuit dock. There we go. We'll stick it right in there. Check our power connections. Check our gas connections. Perfect. And then we'll start working on another exosuit so we can have at least 3 duplicants that can run down there, and then maybe that'll make the digging go a little bit faster. Missing 300 kilograms of copper. Oh, that's interesting. All right, there's copper right here. That'll do. You have 6 dupes. They have no oxygen included. Oh, I have dupes. They have no oxygen. Insufficient oxygen generator. I don't know about that. We have a fair amount of oxygen right now. Wow, actually, we have tons of oxygen now. I even turned off those the algae deoxidizers, and we still have tons of oxygen. So it's starting to look a little better. Much better. What's the optimal number of dupes for a base? It really depends on how you like to play. I used to stop at like 6, and I would just play that way until I got comfortable with the game. I would say that if you're really comfortable with the building and the management and stuff. Notice the ad. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm seeing it on Restream. If you're really comfortable with the management of the game and how everything works with the game, then you can probably handle more duplicants. But if you're still new to the game, I would generally recommend keeping a small number of duplicants because it's much easier to manage. What am I missing here? Oh, look, just the copper. All right. Look at that. Soon enough, we've got. No one's waiting for delivery, I guess. Still. Deliver exosuit to that one too. Somebody picked up the exosuit that was there. Did they not bring it all the way down? Did somebody drop it somewhere along the way? Like, forget this. I'm not carrying this thing. Such slow progress sometimes. Slow progress. Some poor dupe isn't using the massage table who should. Oh, yeah. That's surprising, actually. Psycho 154, high stress. Ooh, somebody's getting sick, too, because we sent those people into the nice Germany zone. Oh, James Crenshaw. James Crenshaw, 86% stress. He's going to, like, go binge on the food or something and just set us right back to the beginning. The streams are synced for you. Oh, my goodness. It's crazy. Kind of want this game, but I don't have money to spend, and my computer sucks. Yeah, I guess there's that. I mean, I don't know how intensive it is in terms of, like, raw computing power. I've never really looked at the specifications for this game. Why haven't they got a second oxygen suit down there yet? What's the deal here? I had another one sitting on the floor right here. And they didn't deliver it. Where did it go? Oh, no, it's just the one suit. I don't know. It's so weird. Work task assigned, but nobody's doing it. Still missing 200 kilograms of copper. Let's increase the priority on this. I want somebody to go do that. Go get me another suit. Just need a short vacation, yeah. I want oil. 79 degrees. I can't even send a duplicant down there. It's too hot. It's too hot. I need them to dig. First time on the stream, been watching the VODs on YouTube and not normally up this late. 4 a.m. in England. Ooh, yeah, that would be early. How's the new update? Hi, Pricey Gaming. I haven't really tried any of the stuff in the new update yet. We're still trying to dig our way down to the point where we're getting some oil so that we can make plastics, so that we can use the plastics to make the cool tubes. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm going to do my best to try to get some oil in the course of the normal gameplay here today so that we can make some plastic and try to build those tubes. If we get down to like the last, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes of the stream and we haven't gotten the oil we need yet, because I feel like I've been going after this oil for like ever. But if we don't have the oil yet, then what we'll do is we'll kick into a new game. I'll put it into debug mode, and we can just do some random building and stuff in there with the tubes, and we can kind of check out how those work. Because I do want to get some. I want to get the point to use them at some point today. That's what chat is for, making people and giving Cryptic some of my disposal income. Oh, the super chats, you mean? Yeah, yeah. I wish these guys would dig faster. I need another exosuit. They're not doing what I need. Why is this not work task assigned? Oh, I don't have enough reed fiber. It's not even a reed fiber. Now I'm getting low bandwidth. My internet stinks. This is the I am. It keeps interrupting my stream on me. It's killing me. I don't know how it sucks. I have 250 megabits per second down, and I have 20 megabits per second up. I should not be having internet problems right now, but apparently my high-speed internet is not proving to be super reliable tonight. I apologize for that. It's killing me. Just killing me. We have a little bit of reed fiber. Ooh, there's 4 of them there, actually. If they could go sweep those up. Somebody go pick that up for me as a priority. Then I can make some exosuits. Make sure we've got industrial ingredients. That's probably why they're not picking it up. I don't have these set for industrial ingredients. Copy settings. There we go. Now they'll go pick it up. Stop it with like a half a dozen dupes. But lately, because I like to name the duplicates after people that are watching in the stream, I end up with more of them. But yeah, my quality is I don't know what the deal is. My every now and then I'm getting hit by spikes of something. It looks fine again now. But I keep running into these scenarios where, I mean, it might be the weather. We have snow and stuff, but I'm using cable. It's like cable internet, so it's not even relying on telephone wires. It's not like there's an issue that way. So I don't know. Whatever it is, it's driving me nuts. Why can't I? What are we still missing? Reed fiber 2 of 2 now, instead of 2 of 5. I don't. What? 300 kilograms of 99.8. I don't get what's going on there. Now it's saying 2 of 3. All right. I don't know what the deal is. New sponsor, Blake Mayfield. Thanks very much for sponsoring. Appreciate that. I appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome. There's so many of you that come out so consistently to the streams. Even though we might have these little hiccups. Research is done. Those computers are heating up the base. Let me see. They're still not done. Man, I mean, I could destroy one of them. Maybe we can destroy this one. Oh, I see what it is. They increased the water cost for research. So, I think my duplicates are tapping out the water supply, just trying to run the supercomputer. It's crazy. Why you should not bend Cat 5, Cat 6 cable super sharp to a corner? Sure. Could be. Let's try the second suit instead of trying to make another one for now. What? Oh, there is a second suit there. So there was one sitting in front of the machine, and I swear I had told it. Oh no, it did just make one. I don't know. What's the deal here? Whatever. We have 2 now. So the duplicates are running through here. Should get both now. Or is it the one suit? Oh, no, he's... Oh, all right. Man, this guy's building like crazy. Tommy Dunhall. Just digging like crazy down here. It's good. Gotta go by all... Have a good night, Irish lass. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Durgan... The reality is I can't read every message that comes through. I don't get every message that happens on YouTube, and I'm not going to get every one that happens on Twitch either. There's just too much. When I'm trying to play and look at the game and then also look back at chat, I'm going to miss stuff. That's just how it is. I think for the most part, people that haven't been having as many lag issues in Twitch as we've been seeing in YouTube, but that's probably it. I didn't use heavy watt wire. That's entirely the problem. Use your ammo suit overlay to see it. Oh, yeah. Look at you. There it is. What the heck? All right. Somebody managed to drop it inside the floor. That's a really good place for it. Let's just deliver an exosuit down here if we can. I mean, what? All right. Well, we found it. That's no good. There. Oh, they finally picked it up. And now they're leaving one on the floor. Guys, this stuff is all charged. It's all full of oxygen. Like, put the suit away. Just put the suit away. I'm going to cancel this one up here. Oh, I already built it. Is that ammo suit still on the floor? It is. I built another one and sent it down here. You know what? Let's cancel this request. Oh, no, wait. There we go. Now it magically appeared there. Oh, gosh. Little buggy. All right, we do have 3 ammo suits, though, which means that 3 duplicates can be down here digging. So why do we only have 1? We need at least... He's even standing on... They're even standing on the fire pole to do the digging. It's sponsored using Google Play, but not Super Chat using it, and it's kind of weird. Oh, that is a little strange. A little bit strange. Can't stay long. I have a computer science final tomorrow. Best of luck. See y'all on the reply. See y'all in the reply video. All right, thanks, Blake. I appreciate coming out, and thanks for the sponsorship as well. That's amazing. Yeah, it's still in this. I don't know what. Am I gonna have to break the tile to get that thing out of there? Now the trouble is, I already have 3 full docking stations. I don't even need that suit. It could just stay there for now. If we realize that it's there later, then we'll go ahead and dig it out. But in the meantime, I guess I'm not even gonna worry about it anymore. I still only have 1 person working down here at a time. Well, there's Kazi. Hopefully he's a good digger. Oh, that's right. Go to sleep right there. Apparently he's a narcoleptic. Nice guy. He's sleeping on the ladder in an exosuit. Aw, isn't it cute? Is it nighttime? Are the rest of them sleeping? Nope. He's just tired. Just sleeping on the ladder. Good job, guy. It's funny because I envision Kazi sleeping on the job too. I don't know why that is. Hope he uses an ETH cable. It'd be very sad at him if not. You talking about for my internet? I'm definitely not using wireless. No, I would never try to stream using wireless. That would just be, that'd be bad. That'd be like all kinds of bad. It's just like the real Kazi. That's right. Sleeping on the job, hanging out in his exosuit. Yeah, you can't sleep down there because there's no oxygen, I guess. Ooh, look at all the oxygen we have down here, though. Look at this. Oh, this is all polluted oxygen still. These things are cleaning, but they have a really big job ahead of them. How much? 5.8 kilograms. Yeah, we have a lot of polluted oxygen here for these things to convert. But on the plus side, we are getting some oxygen in here. So over time, that will improve. This will get cleaned up over time, and we'll end up with this whole section here will be full of nice, clean air. Aside from the fact that it keeps producing polluted oxygen, but what are you gonna do? More thimbleweed seeds too. Kasi likes to sleep during Fortnite matches. Is that why? Is that why we can't win? Is that what's going on? Well, thanks, James Crenshaw. I appreciate that you enjoy the streams enough that you look forward to coming out to check them out. I enjoy streaming. I have fun with it. This is my fun time. Rest time's like it's all work and family, and then this is my time to kind of just chill out, have fun, chat with people, play games. Ooh, look, there's another little ruin thing down here. So we're getting into like a hot iron ore. There's diamond down here. That'll be handy. And then hopefully we can get a pocket of oil down here. Just have to be a little bit careful when we tap into it. Could be bad. Could be bad, but bad. How much are the tube sections of plastic out of interest? They're a lot. It's like 300 plastic or something, I think. Did we finish researching them yet? No, we didn't. Once it finishes researching, you'll be able to see the cost, but it's not showing yet. I think it's something like 300 plastic. My problem here is that they keep running out of water. They can't even do their research because they keep running out of water. What can I do about my water issues? I mean, I have tons of water here. I just don't want to use it because it's like 58 degrees. I guess I could just make a reservoir that's outside of the colony. Because when they bring in the bottles of water, it's not really going to matter what the temperature is anymore. I suppose I could do that. Let's do something that way because I'm so tired of them running out of water on me. So if we build, I'm gonna use airflow tile for this. Make it out of iron because we have all kinds of that right now. We'll build a water reservoir like right in here. Like so, and we'll throw a little ladder inside, and then hopefully, if I pump some water in here. I'll just use like a liquid sensor to turn it on and off so we're only getting the right amount of water. And this will hopefully let us deal a little bit with some of our lack of water issues. Now the one challenge we're going to have with this, unfortunately, actually I don't even need to clear this out at the bottom. I should probably surround this by insulation because the one issue I'm going to have with this is that it's going to be hot. There's going to be a lot of hot water there just letting off all kinds of radiant heat. You can mop the water and make them deliver to your tank. Yeah, I have them doing that too. But again, this amount of water isn't necessarily that much. I mean, I can send them through here and mop it all up. If they clean up all this, I have a bottle emptier here, so they'll empty it in this space. But it's only so much water. It's not crazy amounts. Look at this. We got all kinds of growth going on now, so we've got lots and lots of food again. Amazing. I need to turn this off of mush bars. Because nobody wants mush bars. Let's make lice loaf. Berry sludge. That's new. A mashed up berry bristle sludge with an exceptionally long shelf life. Sleet wheat grains and berry bristle. Or bristleberry. Wow, very cool. So that's the new food they added in. Was one? No. Continuous. There we go. There we go. Finally make use of that wonderful lice that's laying around on the floor. You should move the mealwood farms lower. They're feeding on your oxygen when they can be using CO2. They don't actually feed on anything. They don't consume the gases. They require a certain amount of gas pressure, but they don't actually consume it. And I have one crop down here, but actually the air's starting to look a little spotty again, even though we have. Is this not running any? What's going on here? Oh right. I'm so easily distracted. So I had started this up here and then I didn't finish it. I think it's all built now. That looks all good. Let's turn this back on. Pump some hydrogen in there. I need to check my gas flow. Yep, that's all set up properly. Good. Hopefully don't overload everything. It might be a lot of power. It's also better quality food than lice loaf. Basically, tier 3. Yeah, but you actually have to grow the bristle blossoms and stuff. And I don't have a farm set up on this right now. It's not my primary concern today. I kind of want to get to try to get some plastics. Yeah. All right, so if this goes above, say, 800, that's good. We're getting some clearance down at the bottom here now. A little bit more, and I can turn on the gas again. Oh, you know what? Let's turn it on now. Enable building. Enable building. Enable building. Make sure we get some air down there. Yeah, no politics, please. Politics and religion, they ultimately end up in arguments, and it's not something I want to deal with. Turn the deoxidizers on again. Yeah, I just did. Oh, actually, I wanted to put in a filter here, though. I didn't have one in place. So let's go into ventilation. I kind of wish I'd made more room in here now. It's kind of like a distinct lack of room in here. I can't put it in the wall. You know what? I guess I could put it here. No. Where am I going to put this thing? Alright, this is going to be really weird. But it'll work. I swear. We'll pump this down into here. Then it can come out of here and go into here. And the hydrogen could go in there. What a hot mess. I feel like this is the sloppiest base I've made in a while. I think I said that last time too. 2 sloppy bases. Hate the whole oil petrol plastic system in the game right now. It's so inefficient. The most useful thing I've found for it is using the oil wells as mini natural gas. Yeah, it is a little tough making use of the oil. It's a lot of work to go down there to get it. And then if you can get the slicksters going, then they do help. I mean, they manage some of your CO2 when they produce oil and stuff, but it's definitely not necessarily the easiest thing to get to. Anything important you missed? Not a ton. We got our second oxygen room set up here. So we actually, ooh, the temperature in here is nice too. Yeah. That's what I wanted to see temperature-wise. This is why I built it up here by the cold biomes, because I wanted to take advantage of that temperature a bit. It's not like super frigid, but it's nice and cool. That's exactly what I needed. Everything looks gross underneath it, though. Oh, look, temperature good down here now, too. looking good and moderate. Colony's starting to even out temperature-wise. I am still pumping hot oxygen from this room, which I'm not thrilled with. I need to do something about that still. Yeah, I get distracted really easy. It's all my fault. I'm even wasting all kinds of metals and stuff, constantly fixing these. Ooh, what's going on? Oh, are you kidding me? Every time I get something going, I have a problem. I managed to pump all the gas out of this space. So I gotta turn off the gas generators now for a second. Oh, Kazi, you're so funny. The sculpture did melt, yeah. It got warm enough that it melted all over the floor. I had to mop it up. It didn't even do anything. Like, I was expecting it to kind of cool stuff around it. Not so much. It really, I mean, it looked neat because the hatch was super cute, but it didn't accomplish anything. Time to fire up the fertilizer makers, yeah. Everything is distracting me from what I want to get to. I want to get to the oil. We're digging way down here, and we're getting close. There's diamond. There's oil. There's slicksters. We're getting near there. We're getting close. Soon. Soon. Dig down here. We'll get some diamond. That'll be nice. $80 degrees for this oil down here. 545 kilograms. There's not a ton of oil down there, but there is a bunch. And I want to use more fire pole. The only prescription is more fire pole. There we go. This is going to let heat out, but it's a long way away from our colony, so I think it should be fine. It's not for you. Do you think they'll add turbines so you can make steam electric system? I'm not sure. I know a number of people have asked about that. The conversation's come up a few times, I think, on Reddit as well as on the Clay forums. And they seem to be open to the idea, but they haven't really committed to what they're going to do that way yet. So I'm curious to see whether they will, because I think it would be really neat if they did. Why do I have all this dirty water here? That's nasty. What happened there? And here. Somehow I spilled some nasty water down here. I don't know how I did that. Where did that come from? I have no idea where that polluted water came from. Maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe somebody wet themselves? Is there a problem with the bathroom? Huh. It's always something. I swear it is always something. Why is my bathroom out of water? This overflow should only have kicked in enough for this small branch. It shouldn't have caused any backflow. Unless it did. In which case, we got a different problem now. So, man, I spent all of my time fixing problems in this game and never actually get to the point of making the specific progress I want to make. It's kind of killing me. Alright, I'm going to run a pipe up here. I'm going to need a pipe bridge. Let's re-inject some water into the system. I don't know why it's empty. Good lord. Alright, that explains where the polluted water came from. And I should actually set priority on this because I'm going to have people peeing all over the floor. Ugh. Duplicants, I swear. Please don't pee on the floor, guys. Or in the water supply or anywhere else. They have outhouses at least, so they're not completely without toilets. But man, that really stinks. You like because you love late night cryptic streams. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. We said we do debug. Oh, how much time have we got left? 11:29. Yeah, so give it another, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or so. We'll see if we can get down to the oil. If not, then yeah, we'll kick over to debug, and we'll play around with the new piping systems over there. And then we'll come back next time. We'll keep playing with the colony and stuff. But I really want a chance to play with the little vacuum tube things. Fixing the power is more important than the bathrooms, though. Yeah. Well, the trouble is the power, I'm largely just letting it sit for a second because it'll build up. Realistically, if I turn one of these off, if I disable this one building and then I re-enable our pump, it should be fine. Enable that. Because what will happen with 2 natural gas generators is the pump won't run as consistently. It'll run for a bit, fill the pipe, stop, then just keep topping the pipe up. And it with 3 generators, it can actually burn through it fast enough, but with 2, it doesn't. So it should be fine. I missed a really important moment yesterday. What was yesterday? I swear I hear a different song in the game right now. Hold on. Tell me if this sounds different to you. Just crank the volume way up. Hopefully you can hear the song. I don't know. I think they added some new music. That's kind of cool. Need to kickstart it again now. Yeah, I probably do. Oh, man. Somebody go use this thing. Oh, did I not? I didn't. I disconnected the power, then I left it disconnected. Let's put heavy wire on this. And I can't go through there. Alright. I'm going to fix this solution once and for all. I'm tired of constantly redoing this thing. I should have done it the right way in the first place. Heavy joint plate. We'll stick that right there. We'll put heavy wire here. That'll learn you. Just do it right in the first place. Don't take shortcuts. They end up coming back and messing you up later anyway. Never heard any music. Didn't even know they had music. It does, yeah. So when you like zoom in and out and stuff, the music comes on and off. But it's like a different little sound in the background now. It's kind of neat. But yeah, no, Foxy missed. What did I miss? Chat just scrolled past on me. Yeah, I made the ice sculpture yet. It made a cool little hatch guy, but it didn't do any cooling or anything the way I'd hoped. Missed Ari's voice on Jack's chat. Oh, interesting. Is that the first time that Ari Luke was actually talked in chat? That's kind of funny. Make sure the power cable connected to the generator is heavy watt. You have a small one on it right now. Do I? Oh, I do. Again, I hear different music again. That's cool. Deconstruct power wires. You can save power using one pump in your air production that pumps one filter and separates O2 and H. Job done. One less pump pressure gauge. Yeah. So when I initially set up that oxygen room, I just kind of slapped it together quickly, rather than being really planful about how I set it up. So to my previous point, when you end up cutting corners and stuff, you really just end up with like a sloppy mess at some point. You get a quick instant fix, but then you end up just having to constantly go back and fix it over and over again. So usually you're better off setting it up right in the first place. I, however, didn't do that. So I've spent so much time patching in this game that it's actually slowed me down in the long run. I mean, when we started playing, we were toying around with some new stuff. So we were toying around with the new automation things, and I rushed that component of it. And we got to play around with it a bit, but now we got a different issue. So let's set this priority on this. Let's get this pump generator going. You're gonna go get ice cream now. Now I'm jealous. No, Matthew, I'm not a god. I appreciate the sentiment, though. There we go. We have power again. This thing can stop now. There. Power resumes. So, fortunately, we were getting some hydrogen in here, so this stuff was still running a little bit. I mean, it wasn't running optimally. Oh, yeah. There goes all my oxygen again. This was looking like pristine again. It's like a never-ending battle for oxygen in this colony. Look at all the gas over here, though. It's all polluted air. We must have cut into a big pocket of it down here. Look how far down we are, though. We're getting close to the diamond now. But we're also getting low on time. All right. I'm gonna save this game because I want to keep playing it. We're not done with this. But I want to jump over to the I'm gonna jump over to a different game. We're gonna play around with the debug mode. We can play with some of those new pipes and stuff. It should be fun. If someone asks if you're a god, say yes. Ghostbusters. Okay. Is CrypticFox a crypt? No, not so much. Mentally, maybe. Not literally, though. It's not, I mean, it's not a huge base, but it's getting bigger. I think the biggest thing is that we've started to dig down into some weird areas, but still have one single piece of 1 kilowatt water coming to the hamster. Oh, no, I think I fixed that, so it's good. All right, new game. Let's go standard game, whatever. All right, so we're not going to build in this one too much. I want to play around a little bit with the pipes so you can kind of see how those work. Because they're really cool. They take a ton of plastic, though. I don't know what the deal is. But we're going to need a lot of oil to make a lot of plastic to generate a ton of heat so we can make some cool little pipes that our duplicants can zip around in. Kind of like those like vacuum tubes that you would used to see in like the banks and stuff where they would put in a little container. It would shoot the duplicant through, or they shoot the mail or whatever through it. But these ones aren't based on like a vacuum system. I guess they're like electric based. Yeah. Stay puft Marshmallow Man. Helps me invest myself in the stream, and I'll be subscribing soon. Futurama. I love Futurama. I don't really care what traits these guys have. Ooh, a space prison. How appropriate is that? Because I'm gonna kind of treat them like it's a space prison a little bit. These dudes aren't gonna be happy with me. All right, so we need debug mode. I think I just broke it. Oh, there we go. All right. I need to unlock some stuff here so we can actually build and place things. This is where debug mode comes in really handy. Fastest building ever. Okay. So we're going to need a hamster wheel because we're going to need a little bit of power for this. We'll throw a hamster wheel down here. Okay, so here are those new tools. So this is the transit tube access. So you need one of these things in order for your duplicants to go for a ride. They can use these as the entrance point, and exit. But if you don't have this, then they ultimately won't enter the tube. So you can't send them for the little joyride. And then if we grab the transit tubes, we can build these up, and then we can do like transit tube crossings. So we can send our duplicant. Oops. Ah, that didn't work at all. Even in debug mode, I managed to go derpy. There we go. Let's see. Transit tube here. Actually, this might not work, because this might be specifically for the wall, but we'll find out soon enough. Like so, and then we're going to need a little floor for him to land on. Actually, I should probably do another entry point here. I can't do it until I have a floor. That figures. And then we do like a little transit tube exit point, and if we snap on the tube... Okay, so that's like our little crazy little hamster system that our duplicate's gonna go through. So if we get them like, this is gonna need power. What was that? I think we just killed a shine bug. I think it got trapped in the water and died. Let's do a little wire up here. So this is connected. Okay, so now if we tell one of these duplicants to go to here. Ooh, they don't have enough power. Okay, hold on. Let me use a little battery in here. Try to smooth out our power flow a little bit. So he goes into the little entry tube and he shoots up and over. Oh yeah, this little crossing thing's not working. But let them actually merge the pipes together. That wasn't really the intended outcome. Oh, let's deconstruct. I want to send these guys on a little interesting ride. Okay, so if we grab transit tube and we go this way, no, that didn't work. Oh, someone was curious about the cost of these things. So, oh, it's 50 for the transit tubes, 50 plastic, so it's not as much as I thought it was. It's 100 for the transit tube cost, the transit tube crossing, and then 800 for the Although you have these are like refined metals that you can use to make the actual entry point. Research for the tube system is one of the final tier. Yeah, it's actually the very final tier. Don't need airlocks apparently. No, yeah, if you can build this in its place. So here's the thing. Like I saw some people saying like you're gonna have to play for a really long time before you can actually get to the point of producing plastic. So you're talking probably 100+ cycles anyway. So you're still gonna have to build all the airlocks and stuff. At some point later, they can become obsolete if you replace them with this, because you can use the properties that exist with the tubing, in order to replace whatever you're using for a different airlock system. But it just takes so much plastic that I don't know that you necessarily want to do a ton of it. All right. Completely pointless journey, but we got our Duplicant to go really long range. So now if we take him, we tell him to go down here, he'll go back down, he'll climb in this little entry point. He zips through the tube. Zoom! Look at his face. He doesn't look like he's enjoying the ride. Poor little guy. Derp for anyone else? The glitching is real. Yeah. What flavor ice cream? Oh, that's not for me. Hi, Josh, you're with him. Welcome, welcome. Did you guys get a lag spike again? Man, I'm really not happy with YouTube tonight. It's the bane of my existence. All right, we have a ton of mess down here. Clean 4. There we go. Look at that. Don't you wish you had that wand at home? You could run around cleaning your floor that way. So this is the new piping system anyway. But some of the things that you might have seen people doing with these for like an airlock system. Well, let's send a Duplicant up top here. So we'll grab him, and we'll send him up here. And let's say, for example, you're trying to have a room that has like different gases and stuff in it. Okay, something like this. Then you can actually let's paint some water in here. Water, liquid, paint. We'll do mass 1,000 kilograms, and we'll do it at 300 Kelvin, and we'll paint it in here. So let's say you have like a little spot of water in here. This makes its own natural seal, but every time your Duplicant goes through it, they get wet. And they come out like super soggy. So the other way you can do it once you get access to these transit tubes is you can take the transit tube itself and run it through the water. So if you put like a little station here, and then you use your transit tube to go through it. And then connect it to a transit tube on the other side so they can go in and out. Then you've effectively got a little airlock. So in here, if this was, say, full of... let's make it full of chlorine, I guess. So if we had chlorine gas in here... I don't want 1,000 kilograms. I want 1 kilogram. There we go. If you paint all this in with chlorine gas... So this room's all full of gas. You're effectively able to create a situation where they can go through, and it acts like an airlock because it'll keep the gas on one side, but they never get soggy going through it. If we get a little power in here. So if we wanted to tell this poor Duplicant, this is Gene. If we're going to tell Gene to go into the chlorine room to go over there. Okay. Didn't intend for that to happen. Let's be way more direct about it. Let's just use the transit tube crossing should be able to go across. That didn't work at all. I might have to break the piping in here. There we go. And then get rid of this. Okay, we're letting gases out now. Transit tube crossing. There we go. Okay, let's deconstruct these, and then we'll block this in so that he doesn't climb through there again. If we tell him to go a little, there we go. Zoom. So a bunch of people were using this little S-bend kind of thing with the water pipe in it, or the pipe going through it. It's not even necessary anymore. The transit tube crossing wasn't working initially when they first rolled it out. Yeah, working as intended. The transit tube thing wasn't working, the crossing wasn't working before. So people came up with some other ways around it, but now all you have to do is have a solid wall with the tube going through one section of it. And you've got a nice situation where they can go in and out, and the gases don't pass through the transit tube, only the Duplicants will. Except now he's suffocating and he's trying to find a way out, but he's not using the transit tube on its own. So I'm not sure what the deal is. There we go. Ta-da! But those are really cool. So like you could see a situation where you can have like your whole base with a whole bunch of these things in it, as long as you can actually produce enough plastic, which is really kind of a challenge. But if you had a bunch of them, you can actually do a really good job of it. But yeah, this makes a perfect seal. So when you get to the point where you have free access to plastics or a lot of access to plastics, you can use this to completely replace. Have a perfect seal. It's never compromised in terms of gases flowing from one side to the other. The duplicants never get wet going through it, so they never have any debuffs. You'll probably still use some of the other airlocks and stuff before you get to this point because it takes a while. But oh, it wasn't fully charged. Is that what the deal was? So they supposedly stored charge 40 joules. No, it's charged up now. So like the green bar here wasn't showing a charge. Is that what the deal is? When they first put it out, it had like 3 charges and it had to like power up and then it could go, but yeah, there's a lot of lag spikes today. I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure what the deal is with YouTube, but what else do we have in here? So I think that was all they really added for this update. So they did some quality of life improvements. In the food system, they had a new type of food that you can produce. So if we look up here under consumables, stuffed berry, pepper bread, where is it? Nutrient bar, lice loaf, berry sludge is the new one they added. Yeah. Does the tube running water still cause a memory leak? Honestly, I don't know. I haven't tested it. However, I don't even know that many situations you even want it to run underwater. So people were trying to use, like I said, they were trying to do this little S-bend type of scenario to get away from situations. Now that they fixed the more, it might have a bit of an. There goes my stream is dying. I don't know what the problem is. Fruitcake. That's pretty much what it is. It is fruitcake, and it has a longer shelf life too. They basically created fruitcake. It's like a Christmas fruitcake they just created in oxygen unincluded. Only it's made out of like meal lice and berries, so it's kind of, you know, if you think of how nasty fruitcake is, like make it out of lice instead, and then that's like the level of nastiness you've actually got. You should do a full stream on base built on debug mode one day, or your optimal base to see if it survives. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of wonder what that would be like. See, I enjoy the elements of the game that create a challenge for it, and the trouble is with debug, you can do whatever you want to. So, does gate consume power per dupe or per second? I'm pretty sure it's per duplicant, so it's only when they travel. Oh, Gene's stuck. Gene, no! How did that happen? All right, so we got Gene picked. If we send Gene over here again, the charge should go down. Yeah, use the little charge. And then it builds back up again. So it only consumes power when they use it. And then it has to recharge itself. Won't get Germany if submerged in polluted water. Yep. So you can use it to do just about anything. Anything you used to have to do before to, like, lots of these crazy setups and stuff we've come up with over time, like all the airlocks and all that kind of stuff to try to control stuff. When you get to the point of having plastics and you can make these tubes, not only can your duplicants move from point A to point B pretty quickly, but you also get to, like, avoid some of the craziness in trying to manage those. YouTube's not working similar to Twitch. Yeah, YouTube's been really wacky tonight. What is this guy doing? So this has got to be a bug where he'll stay in the room rather than taking the transit tube to get out of it. Whee! Twitch is also having buffering issues. I think it might be my internet tonight. I might actually have to, when I end the stream here, I might actually have to shut down my router for a second and start it back up again. I don't know what the deal is, but sorry, loud sleeper's really loud. Proper punishment, yeah. Chicken noodles and pop. Oh my goodness. 10 minutes. All right, I'm actually going to wrap up a little early tonight because things weren't going so well with our other colony. We came over here to play around, but we're going to wrap up about 10 minutes early tonight. And that's a little unusual for me. Ordinarily, I would run a little bit over, but I'm actually going to be playing some Fortnite with Kazi on his channel. He's going to be streaming following this, probably starting around midnight or so. So you can catch it over there if you're interested in Fortnite. I'm not going to be streaming it on my own channel, so if you want to see it, you'll have to go over to Kazi's channel. I just put the link for his channel in the description below. So if you like Fortnite, come over and check that out. Tomorrow night I'm going to be streaming Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. And then on Thursday night, I'm going to be streaming a brand new game that just came out today called... my brain is not working. They Are Billions. It's sort of a real-time strategy game where you're controlling this little colony thing. It's really cool. So check that out on Thursday. Friday night, I'm going to play some Fortnite on my own channel. Yeah, I hope you guys will come back. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, consider clicking on that subscribe button and then hit the little bell so you get the notifications. Once again, thanks to everyone for coming to check out the stream. I apologize that this one was a little chaotic. We still didn't get to the oil in my colony. It's killing me. But we did at least get to play around with the new tubes and stuff, and we got to see the dupes kind of riding around in that, which is kind of cool. But thanks again, everyone. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.